Hey, welcome to Sports Chat with Greg and Bryan. Greg,
Hey Bryan, how's it going?
it's going all right. And we are going to pick up where we left off on that last video, starting with the transfer portal. So if you,
Which you and I love.
yeah, oh, we love this. Again, I don't hate it.
Just
Well, we'll get into that.
needs to be fixed. Anyway, if you like our channel, please click the like button and
Yep,
and give us a subscription. Subscribe to us.
yep. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate that very much. Okay, Greg, let's get into this transfer portal thing.
The transfer portal.
Okay. Now this ties in with NIL money.
I told you it ties in with NIL money because there are kids that are chasing NIL money and transferring.
Yes. There's a specific time in the for football, it's 30 days after your championship game, you can enter the portal. And then in the spring, it's 2 weeks after the last spring practice.
So when you say your championship game, you're talking about each individual's um,
Conference.
conference.
Correct.
So 30 days after your championship game,
You can
yes.
enter the portal.
Technically, when your season is over.
Yes. Okay. And
Because so what they're not doing is they're not punishing kids that didn't make it in the college football playoff.
that's why you have a lot of kids that their team makes it to a bowl game and they don't play.
No, but I'm thinking that like there are a lot of kids that played in bowl games prior to 30 days after their championship game, and
Well,
they declared for the transfer portal.
yeah,
But you said they
because
had to wait for
no,
30
no,
days.
no. It's you have 30-day window.
Oh, a 30-day window after your transfer. Okay,
Correct.
okay. Sorry,
Yeah, it's a
I
30-day
misunderstood what
window
you're saying.
after that to enter your name, put your name in the portal. And that means then that other schools now can contact you and try and recruit you for for to come to their school.
Yeah, which is incredibly stupid.
Okay. Now here, when you enter the portal, now you can, like it says, you can look for the school. What school? I'm an offensive lineman. What school needs an offensive lineman? Where am I going to fit? And then there it is, better NIL opportunities. You can reach out to that school and say, look, what are you willing to pay me?
Mm-hmm. Not can you? You will.
Right.
I know of players that left schools because of money.
You've got this thing set up now with the NCAA, and the NCAA did it, and they are to blame to try and get this, to try and give the student athletes the opportunity to make money on their name, image, and likeness, which I have no problem with.
NCAA at some point in time had to just say, you know what, we're throwing our hands up. You guys do what you want to do.
Well, it's got to be there has to be a solution. All right. And then the other two, and sometimes, and I can understand, you're a college player, and the coach, you thought this was going to be good, and it doesn't work. Or what was it, the coach at Indiana told all the wide receivers when he showed up, you guys can go someplace else.
Except one.
Yeah, well, that guy didn't, and he just decided not to leave,
No, he was going to leave.
but he decided
He
not to.
told him, you stay.
I thought it was the other way around.
No,
I thought it was he just went, no, I'm not. I'm just
no.
going to stay.
The coach said, you stay.
I mean, there you go. And Deion Sanders did the same thing in Colorado. He walked in and said, here's what's going to happen. You guys are all gone. All right. And then sometimes, and hey, if that's really what it is, better academic, personal situation, more power to you. I am behind you 100%
So in the old days, you used to be able to do that.
for academic reasons.
Academic, personal situation. You
Yep.
could ask the NCAA, hey, I need to move because this is, my family needs me, something like that. And if your coach left, you could follow your coach or go to a new school for a new coach.
My cousin was running at a university, and she, after a year there, kind of went, this isn't a good fit. And she found another university that had the major she was interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And so her university didn't offer it, the other university did. So she moved to that new university, and that was her way around it. So she did it for a better, she did it because she thought the school was better for running, but also she did it for academics.
So I'm sure there are people that do that, but I'm sure there are like, hey, I have a new major. I now need to go to
Yeah.
Oregon because they offer underwater basket weaving there,
And my school
and
doesn't.
my school doesn't.
Here's the deal. I think this is the deal part. Close. Now, NIL and the transfer portal. You've got players who transfer for NIL money.
Well, playing time as well.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that it's not your run of the mill player that's going to get NIL money. It's the superstars, the great college players are going to bounce around and shop themselves around like a free agent for the best NIL deal that's out there. Now, college coaches, instead of, like it says, reaching out to high school kids and trying to get that new blood coming in, the young guys that are going to really have an impact later on down the road, they don't do that. They just go for other college players and they just look to fix holes. They're going to be looking at kids that are 22, 23 to run and be part of their programs. They're going to pull them off of other college teams. And those high school kids are going to have a harder and harder time getting playing time and getting the skills they need to become better football players or better cross country runners or better volleyball players or better baseball players, whatever it is.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for these high school kids that are coming out because you're going to come out and go to say hey, we're going to offer you a scholarship. The next thing you know, they bring in some guy from another team, right?
I think we've beaten this into the ground.
Well, the only thing I have to say is kind of what the coaches are saying now. Like I have a video of John Calipari, who's at Arkansas now, talking about how I would fix the transfer portal. Do this, do this, do this. Well, okay, John, start it. Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just start doing it. But stop going into the portal.
Okay. Well, the thing about that is though, you're limiting yourself.
Absolutely.
And he's paid to win games.
I know.
So, all right, let's see what's next here.
And I like John Calipari.
So we've talked kind of about the so what part of this. It's like, well, so what? The system is broken.
It's broken. Why?
Because you've got players that are just going around, they're just shopping themselves around for 2 or 3 years until they can get that professional contract and get out. They're not, it's, you know what it is? When you're a free agent in baseball, you sign a contract for, let's say, 1 or 2 years, let's say a 3-year contract. You are dedicated to that team for 2 or 3 years to try and help them become successful.
Unless there's if there's a no trade clause in it or something like that.
Well,
you can be traded, right?
Well, unless you get a no trade clause or whatever. But my point is that this is creating a volatile situation where there will be no teams that are going to build a program. The program is just going to be who shows up 1 year after another. Alabama, when they were at their peak, when they were really, really good, they had football players that would come in when they were freshmen. They would stay there all 5 years. They learned the program. They learned how to play. They became Alabama football players. And there was a pride to being there. And there was a good basis for what was Alabama football.
I mean, Nebraska had that in their heyday. USC had it in their heyday. Oklahoma had it in their heyday. But those, I mean, I'm still wondering what part of the system is broken. What's the job of college football?
Okay, well, college football ideally is to educate kids.
Okay, so that part's broken then.
Okay, so how do you fix it? If these kids want to be free agents, have them sign a free agent contract. If you come to our school, You are signing a contract to be here for 2 years, for 3 years. It's not just one and done, one and I'm moving on. No, it's here's what you're going to do. That's one way to fix this. Another way to fix it, and I have the transfer portal, I'm okay with it. I mostly that if it's not a good fit, the kid should be able to leave. If the coach leaves and you love the coach, you should be able to leave. That's what happened with James Madison and Signetti. Okay. That's all it, that's perfectly fine.
Other than the fact that
Just
he walked in and told all those players that have been there for a long time, you're out.
okay. Well, yeah, but
Because he knows he's bringing all the kids, or he's bringing all of his kids from JMU over.
okay. The fact of the matter is, those kids from James Madison didn't have to follow him. They could have stayed at James Madison, and a lot of them did because they were really good again this year.
Right, but the key ones came, and so now, but in your scenario, I'm assuming that those people came in, and the kids that were there that wanted to play for the Hoosiers could then go transfer and play for another team, right?
Okay, it. I
It,
just
if a coach comes in, and if you got a new coach that comes into your school, you're allowed to transfer out of your school to another school. Would that be right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. There's nothing wrong with that. If you look at him and you say this he's not my guy, then find a place.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the idea that if you're transferring for education purposes, if you're transferring because the coach isn't because you don't like, the coach isn't going to work for you. If you're transferring because suppose that you've moved all the way across the country and it just you miss being in Florida and you're in California and you want to go back to Florida, okay. Take the NIL out of it.
Should you be allowed to do that every year?
If you're doing it for those reasons, well, me thinking about this,
Should you lose any of your eligibility if you do it more than
no.
once? If you do it more than
Well,
once.
the rule is you can do it once and not lose eligibility.
So if your coach changes every year,
I would think that would be a difficult thing to have happen, but I guess it could. However, and I'm just simply saying, okay, so your coach changes, your coach moves to another school. That means a new coach is coming in. Should you have the ability to move to a different school?
I think if you have a coaching change, you should be able to move to another
Right.
school, no matter how many times that is.
Right. I would agree with you.
I think if you're saying, "Hey, I'm from Florida. For some reason, I decided to move to California,
Hey, the weather is a little bit.
and now I'm like, man, I'm not. It really wasn't the fit I thought it was going to be. I want to go back to Florida.
That's okay.
Or I want to go to Michigan, and then all of a sudden you say, well, Michigan isn't really where I want to be. Now I want to go to.
Now you're going to lose eligibility.
Okay.
If you like this video, you like our discussion, please click the like button and please subscribe. We'd appreciate it.
And leave us some comments too.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we wrong? Are we right?
Probably, but
well, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I'm simply saying that there's got to be something else. All right. This is what got me started on this. Carson Beck has been at Miami for 2 years. He has never attended a class.
Because he's a graduate transfer.
And he's getting paid $4 million. He is not a collegiate athlete. He's a professional football player. He's just a mercenary, right? He went from Georgia to Miami. Excuse me, he's not a collegiate football player. He, by his own admission, said, I don't go to class.
He doesn't have to. He already graduated.
Right. But if he's there saying that he's working on a graduate degree and he's not, then he's a professional athlete.
I think they're all professional athletes. I think that's what
and this is what I'm saying. This is where NIL and the transfer portal and all of this stuff is bad for collegiate sports, not just for football, for all collegiate sports. And who's to blame? The NCAA, because they couldn't come up with any better idea. between 800 and 1,200 players are graduate transfers in the transfer portal right now. 20 to 30% of the players in the transfer portal have already graduated from college, and now they're going to go out and try and play football for another year or two, depending. That means that there are between 800 and 1,200 Carson Becks in the NCAA playing football.
Right.
Possibly. My point is that this is no longer collegiate athletics. Why don't they just scrap it and turn it into minor league football, minor league baseball, minor league basketball? Just because you run around with a U on your helmet or an IU on your helmet, it doesn't mean that you are a collegiate athlete. You're not. You're a professional athlete now. And they should probably just scrap the whole thing and do what they do in Europe. But they won't. Do you know why?
There's too much money in it.
Exactly.
It's always about follow the money, man.
Yep. There's too much money.
Well, I
And
mean, so first of all, the other thing is, how do you figure out what these young adults are going to get paid? I mean, they have to make money.
okay.
You know, there was a long time ago, back in Miami's original heyday, there was a running back that in the Orange Bowl, I believe, blew his knee out right before,
Mm-hmm.
and luckily he had insurance. He did come back and play in the NFL, but he didn't have the career that he probably should have had 5 years later. But he had insurance to cover like whatever that going money was at that time, like $5 million
Mm-hmm.
at that time, right? I don't remember his name, but
I remember who you're talking about
yeah,
too.
it was in a game, man. It was so sad.
Yeah,
to
it was
watch.
sad. And it was brutal
It was
too. I remember
bad.
watching it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have the ability to make money off of Instagram or YouTube or any sort of thing. If they want to go to the car dealership and go, hey, put me in a put me in a commercial, pay me $1,000. Or they'd go to a talent agency and the talent agency said, yeah, we'll do this. There's no, perfect. I think that's great. Go do it. My issue is that you've got booster clubs, the boosters for the university raising 40, $50 million, and then them dealing it out in lump sums to these guys to play football at their school.
Absolutely.
And that to me is wrong.
So what you're saying was SMU was 40 years ahead of their time.
They were, without a
Go
doubt.
Mustangs. So just to let you know, both quarterbacks in the CFP were already graduated college.
Okay. But we only know that Carson Beck never went to class. We don't know that about Mr. Mendoza.
Just because we don't know if he said it or not, right? But hey, Carson Beck's like, I don't have to go to school.
All right. He said it. So what does it all mean?
It means the kids that you call kids, they're going to make a lot of money.
Young adults. No. What it means is the NCAA has brought this kind of on themselves, that they're giving up the value of an education for money. They're saying, take the money, don't worry about becoming smarter, don't worry about what you're going to do after your college career is over. Don't worry about that. Just take the money and run now. And that's cynical and it's wrong.
So I can't blame the NCAA for everything. Kids leaving school early to go make the money they need to make in the NBA because some agent said, oh, you're going to go make $5 million, $10 million tomorrow. So why would you stay and play for them? Go make the money. That's been going on for years, Brian, especially in basketball.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is the NCAA didn't do anything to stop it and say, I don't know how you can't, because how do you stop somebody from making money? You can't.
And you also can't stop somebody from having the desire to say, you know what, school isn't for me. I can go make lots and lots of money doing this other thing.
I can go make a living doing something else.
So what does it all mean? It means the system it's going to get worse before it gets better. Take NIL out of a reason why a kid transfers to another school. I don't know how you're going to stop that because they're going to ask. Unless that, well, the boosters will get in contact with the kid, whatever. But there's got to be a way to say no. If you want to transfer because your coach is leaving, because of some, maybe it's an economic hardship that something has happened in your family and you can't afford to stay. You have legitimately said, you know what, there's a better opportunity for this major at this school and my current school doesn't offer that. Okay, great. Take the NIL out of it.
So you don't think that they should have any NIL money?
No, I think they should have NIL money. I don't think that it should be one of the reasons why somebody's going to transfer to a new school.
I don't think that it'll still be a reason. It just won't be a stated reason.
See what you did, NCAA?
That's all I'm saying. They're still going to go chase that money because they have money now. Anyway,
I have tried to come up with a solution. I'm a solutions-oriented guy, and that's my solution. Hey, if you like the video, click the like button. I know we didn't give you a whole lot of solutions. It was just a lot of complaining.
That's us.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
I mean, I saw somebody complain to me this today when he was trying to paddle for a wave today.
Okay, just a second though.
and he thought I was too close to him. Oh my goodness!
He didn't give me any room.
I didn't know you paddled like this.
No, I literally paddled over the tail of your surfboard.
Because you said you weren't going to go.
No, I said I turned and went for the wave. How do you not know?
And you said, well, first of all, because the wave had already broken. You don't like
no,
waves like
it was. But
you asked me a question. Let me answer it. And I was paddling out, and I'm like,
you weren't paddling out. You were sitting there. We were talking.
And exactly. And then you're like, oh, I think I better go. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. You see me move for the wave. You go another direction to get out of my way a little bit.
You can relook at the video all you want, and that is not what happened.
Okay. Anyway, there is no video. Hey, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate it very much.
Have a good night.